It's our day 10 of walking, and today we have a short day, only 14 kilometers. It's pretty much our rest day. We're walking from Castromonte to Medina di Rio Seco. And last night we stayed at the municipal albergue at Castromonte. It was supposed to be the best albergue on this Camino. It was good, although there was no hot water. It was very cold. There was no blankets, and we were woken up by the construction workers at like 8 a.m. They were knocking on the doors, on the windows, because they needed an access into the albergue to plug their things. Overall, it's supposed to be a very nice albergue. 20 beds, only €5 per person, so the mood of the day. I love to go on the Camino to get the answers, to communicate with the way. And you know why it's easy on the Camino? Because there's no distractions. It's like you're walking, and this specific Camino is like, it could be boring. Like yesterday was kind of boring in terms of the scenery. There is really not many distractions and not many ways to get the answers, to communicate with the universe, with life. And so absolutely, every tiny little thing can mean something. For example, I set an intention. I have one question, I have one issue that's bothering me. And I set an intention to get the clear answer, to clarify everything, to guide me, like which way should I go, whether it's a yes, whether it's a no. Like let's say this morning we were woken up by the construction workers. So we come out and there is the construction next to the albergue building. Then we go to the closest village for breakfast, and guess what? There is a construction going on next to the cafe. Coincidence? Not on the Camino. On the Camino, you use that as, okay, let's be down to earth, but as a way of saying something. Okay, what does that mean? What would it mean for you? You take that symbol of construction and you apply it to your situation. Then another thing, for example, we had some pastries for breakfast, and like the piece of pastry, like it was huge. I only finished half of it, and I decided to leave the other half. I didn't need it, I didn't want it. And so I left it on the plate, and then the cafe owner, he was like, no, you should take it. And I said it several times, no, it's fine, like I don't want it. He's like, no, you have to take it, you should take it. And he like put it together, put it in the bag, gave it to me. In regular day-to-day life, you wouldn't even pay attention. But for me, in that specific situation, when I set an intention, when I asked a question, and I'm in this situation when I actually do feel like I'm being pushed into something which I am fighting against. Like the universe is pushing me in a specific engagement, and I'm like, no, I have a lot of resistance. I'm not sure. I have a lot of doubt. I don't know if I need it. I don't know if I want it. And here it's a good symbol when I leave something on the plate and I'm like, I don't want it. And the universe is saying, no, you should take it. You're gonna need it. You should take it. You need it. And I'm like, no. And he's like, yes. And I'm like, no. And he's, yes. And eventually I take it. So all those little things, which might sound silly, but not on the Camino. On the Camino, if you're open-minded and if you put aside all these misconceptions, presumptions, if you just open your mind, if you just open yourself to receiving the answers, they will come. And that I love about the Camino. And now it's day 10, and I put together all the things that has been happening in regards of that issue that I have, that question, that main question. And it kind of like starts making sense. I love Camino, and you know what? I pass this love onto my friend. Like she sees the magic. She sees the magic. Medina di Rio Seco. And the distance we're approaching at 2:30 p.m. Everything is closed. All the stores are closed. Only some bars are open. Every store is closed. From 10 to 2 they're open, and from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Everything pharmacy. It's our day 11, and today we're walking 28 kilometers, and tomorrow it's going to be 30. And what's so striking to me now, looking back at those couple of days and editing these videos, is that we were not even focused on the distance anymore. The kilometers no longer feel heavy. They've become just numbers. We're not struggling with them anymore. We're not counting every step. We're not negotiating with the body the way we did in the beginning. Something has shifted. The body feels lighter now. There's less resistance, less drama, less effort. It feels like we've entered a different state, where walking is no longer something we have to push through. We're just in it, in the rhythm, in the flow, in the path itself. For an hour and a half, we walked along this path in this beautiful scenery. On one side of the bridge, fall. On the other side of the bridge, still looks like summer. And editing these videos now and looking back at my notes, I realized something interesting. I never even mention the amount of kilometers in the video, nor in my notes. I don't mention anymore being tired or exhausted or my body hurting. The focus moved. Now it's not on the body, it's on the path. On what the path is showing us, on what it's teaching, on what it's quietly opening inside. And from what I remember, and from what I can feel again, watching these clips from this day, that it was incredibly gentle, soft, peaceful. And that's really how this whole Camino has felt. Even with its challenges, it has been so gentle with us. So caring, so unexpectedly loving. Even the hard moments never felt harsh. They felt like they were given with tenderness. Like the Camino was still taking care of us, even while teaching us something. And this day carried that same energy, a quiet, steady kind of grace. The kind you don't always notice in the moment, but you feel it later when you look back and realize how held you actually were. First course, they have soup, so they bring it in a big bowl with the center of the table, and then you put how much you want, bread. Second course, dessert, I chose ice cream, and a coffee. We named this day the speed carpet. 28 kilometers, only one village on the way. And yet we did not feel that day at all. It just went by in a flash. It's our day 12, and tomorrow is the last day.
It's 30 kilometers today, and yet we're not counting kilometers anymore. I'm not filming as much because I just want to savor every single step, every single moment that's left on this Camino. And my heart is so full of gratitude because this Camino turned out to be at least 10 times better than I expected. I felt warmth in everything. In the golden light, in the golden color of the fields, in the sun. We didn't have a drop of rain. In the people, in the small villages greeting us and welcoming us, it's as if we were celebrities. Warmth in everything. And that warmth is what I will remember from this Camino most of all.
Very interesting bar. It's like a throwback in time. Literally. Very typical bar for a little Spanish village. So for food, they have little toasts and burgers and sandwiches. We're back in time. It's called like a social center, so people come here to socialize. It's the only place in the village.
And just like that, we arrived in Grajal de Campos. 30 kilometers again went by like a flash. We barely even noticed them. And tonight we're staying at an albergue, and this albergue is located in the old palace, in the part of the palace that used to be the lower chambers or the dungeons, which makes the whole experience feel even more unique. Grajal itself is a small village with remarkable Renaissance heritage, with both its palace and its fortress, giving this place such a distinct atmosphere.
This is the albergue. In a former castle. This is where we stayed. And this place was all for ourselves. Very warm place, a very warm welcome. Every place has a story, every place has a history, and this one was very, very warm and nice and kind to us. It's our last day on the Camino de Madrid. We are arriving in Sahagún. Today we have a short day, we only have 6 kilometers. As you know, if you've been following me, I always like to have the last day to be short, to arrive at the destination in good spirits, still being full of energy, to really take advantage of those like celebrations and exploring, getting the certificates and everything. And today is the last day, and it says it all. Last day on the Camino is always the last day, no matter how many of those last days you've had. It's always nostalgic. It's always like a lot of mixed feelings. On one hand, you are happy that you're going home soon to see all your loved ones and to implement everything that you have learned on the Camino in your everyday life. But at the same time, this magic that happens here, you just don't want it to stop. You just want to experience that again and again and again. And that simplicity of life, even though there's so many challenges and you are out of your comfort zone. And yet, there is there is a lot special about walking the Camino. It's a very healing experience, very motivating experience, very fulfilling experience. And yes, so this is our last chance to feel our footsteps on the ground, to feel the path. And I'm wishing you all to have this experience sooner or later in your life. Buen camino. Sahagún. Here we come. Today we're staying at the monastery. This is our private room.
Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.